Hey Doodlebugs, let's draw a steampunk owl. Okay guys, so I'm going to start with this one with doing a small V shape in the middle of the paper. So just a tiny little V, just like that. And then we do a couple of little flick marks, just like that. And I want to bring a line up to there, slight curve on it, and then stop in. And we're going to do the same on this side, up to there, and then stop there. Now I want to bring this round, so I'm going to go round like that, and back to there. And again on the other side, round and back to there. Like I say, feel free to pause, always say it. Now you've got that part, I'm going to do some eyes inside, so we're going to do a circle there and a circle there. And then we'll just darken around that to make it a bit more vivid around the eyes, because owls tend to have these sort of dark patches around their eyes. Just to thicken that out a little bit. And then we're going to do a little pupil there and a little pupil there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a line just above this eye here. So we're going to go across and up and across and up like that. And then some feathery marks just going around there. Like those big eyebrows. Now once I've got that, I'm going to do a few lines in here just to make that feathery. And then up here, put my paper down slightly there so you can see it. I'm going to bring this line going down like a curved line, circling round and up like that, just past that line there. And then we're going to curve just there. And bring this line over. And then this side we're going to bring this one just over like that. Make this big tricorn hat there. And then we're going to curve that one down to just past that eyebrow there. And then we're going to do the same this side, just past the eyebrow there like that. Now once we've got that part, I'm going to bring a line around the edge of the hat. So I'm going to bring a line round here and then curve around that line. We're going to follow all the way around right back to there. Now I'm going to bring a big feathery part down the side here, I think, so I'm going to go around, and then just from around here we're going to do another bit, and then a couple of wiggly lines, and then that'll be like a little point, so we're going to bring a wiggly line back up like that. Now let's put a couple of little flick marks in here. And then I think I'm going to put a goggle this side, so I'll do another circle here and another circle just to there. You can see I'm making this up as I go along. I've no idea how it will turn out. And then we do another circle inside that one. And then another one just to the top. And a smaller one just below that one. And then once we've got this, we're going to just fill this piece in here. Now on this side I want to do a couple of little rectangles, so sort of angled rectangle like that, and then one slightly different angle like that. And then we're going to bring a line up through there to the top of the hat, like it's been held together by some stitches. And then maybe we'll do a patch over this side. So a little side of a square and then a couple of little lines, just like that. Now, just under here, I want to do a line going across. And then one down there, with a curve on the edge, and the same that side. And join that up. And then some lines flicking out from under there. And then on the outside of this line, we're going to go down, a jaggedy line, and then up. And then we're going to put a small line there and a small line there to make a small scarf. Now from over this side, I'm going to bring a line down, and the same there, down there. And then we're going to go up, and the same that side. And then we're going to go down there and across to the scarf. Down there and across to the scarf. And once again, put a line along the collar there. Just to fill in that jacket, or the style of the jacket anyway. Now I'm going to put a couple of wings in, so I'm going to do a line curving down that side and a line curving down that side. And then we're going to do a sort of jagged line going to there. It doesn't matter how neat it is, just a jagged line to put a couple of these small wings on the side. And then we put some small feathery marks on there. And then we're going to move on to his waistcoat. So we bring a line across, up to the middle, down again, and up to the other side there. And then some buttons, so 2 circles under there, and 2 circles under that part there. Now bring another line across, up to the middle, down, up to there, and then join with a line in the middle there. Now just while I remember, I want to put a couple of small feather marks on his cheeks there, and then round the top, just to give it a little bit more texture. Now I'm going to move down here below to put some feet in before I put the body in. So just about here, I'm going to do a sort of bean sort of shape, and then another one and another one at a slight angle, and they're going to match that on the other side. So like a bean shape, another one, and then another one at an angle like that. And then some lines across. Now I'm going to put the outside of the body here, so a slight jagged line going down the back, and the same there. And then I'm going to put some feathery marks around his belly there. Like that. Now I'm going to put a few textures on here as it's steampunk. It's going to be full of little details. So a small circle on this side, and then I'm going to put some jaggedy lines going around the outside like that, like a little sun sort of shape, and another circle in the middle. You can do any variation on this sort of pattern if you like, just to kind of make it look a bit more detailed. A couple of lines there and a couple of lines there. And then I might do another patch on this side. So let's go there with a couple of lines and a couple of lines. Now, from over here to this side of this wing, I want to bring a line around to his foot there, and then across, and slightly down like that. It's going to be his perch. And before I do the other side of this line, I'm going to do a small rectangle there and a couple of little bolts, small circles like that. And then we're going to bring this other line around just to the edge of that, and then carry on along and down across this way. I might curve this over a bit further just to give it some length and widthen it out. I may put a line across just there. I'm going to put a thin line along the edge and a couple more bolts on there. Now let's curve this line up to there and curve and follow to there. Now let's bring a line across. And then just from the edge up there, across, down and to there. And a couple of sort of oblong shapes, like a sort of vent on there. And you get some wispy lines, like some smoke's just coming out of this perch. Now under here, I'm going to finish off the owl with his tail. So I'm going to bring a line down there, and a line down there, and a wavy line going across. And to make him a little bit more steampunk, I'll put some little nuts and bolts on here. So a small rectangle there, and a circle there with no one inside. And to join that up like he's been bolted together, with these feathers just going up to join his body. Now once we've got that, just a little bit more on this perch, so put some lines slightly curved so you've got that sort of circular effect going along, and a bolt and a bolt just here and there, wherever you think it might work. And I might put some buttons along this collar as well, just to give it some effect. Like that. Just for good measure. Get a bit carried away with these steampunk things, but you can never have too much. Another line going up. And then I might do some bolts going up there as well. And the same on that side. But there you have your steampunk owl.